Hello everyone, welcome to our revision video. This is for quiz 4. This is the final quiz of this semester. So yeah, this Wednesday, April 28th, and these are the agenda. All of the questions are from the basic statistics, mean, median, mode, and quartile related question, sample, population, variables, this related question, then reading graphs, bar diagram, stem, leaf, then pie diagram. So these all three of them are related to reading graphs. Variance and standard deviation related questions, symmetric and skewed graphs related question, histogram, dot plot, and box plot. So from these three topic, we have separate uh, three sets of questions. So these are the main plan. Main idea is this. Let's have a look at each of these individuals. And as usual, there will be 7 questions from this 8 topic. We will prepare. You will see seven. So one of the topics will be eliminated. Yeah. So first question is related to mean, median, and quartile. Mean, median, and quartile. So some numbers are given, random numbers. First of all, you have to arrange them, sort them from least to the greatest, and then find their range. So first one is pretty easy question. Then find mean, median, and mode from this data. Find out the interquartile range from the data. So you have to find out quartile 1 and quartile 3, then the difference between them, which is called interquartile range. Samples, population, and variable. This is kind of a descriptive question somewhat. So two boxes given. One is population, another one is population, and another one is sample. You have to find out which one is population, which one is sample, left or right, which one. This one is also pretty easy question. Then with an example, discuss a quantitative and qualitative variable. So you will just define it and give an example. Okay, this is the example of quantitative data, and this is the example of qualitative data. Then with example, differentiate discrete and continuous variable. Here also just write what is discrete variable, what is continuous variable, and give one example in both of the case. Because these two, they are very important concept, that's why we thought that maybe we can include them here. Then 3 number question is reading graphs, bar diagram, stem, leaf, and pie diagram. So one bar diagram is given, you have to extract the data from here. So usually what happened in our class or discussion related to all these topics, we used to give the data and you all used to draw the graphs. Since during the exam this is somewhat difficult to draw the graph and then upload all these things during the exam at a time while you are giving the exam in the autoproctor, so they are somewhat different tasks at the same time. Also, so just for the convenience, this is the graph, and just you have to extract the data. For example, first question is comedy. How many people people says their favorite is comedy? So you have 4 people. So comedy, 4 people. Like this action movie, like there is 5 people likes the action movie. Like this, you have to find out the data from the given bar diagram. This is a pie diagram given. So like 29% like the ice cream, etc., etc. So from this, from the following pie diagram, find out how many grams of vegetables eaten if the total food consumed is 800 grams. So total is 800. How many grams of vegetable is eaten? Vegetable is this color, so 14%. So 100% equals to this, 14% equals to what? Just like that. Stem and leaf, extract the data. So you have like this thing, these numbers, you have to find out the data. So what are the data? So you have like 4, for 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. You have this number 44, 46, 47, 49. For 5, there is no number, so you do not have to write it. Then 63, 64, 66, like this. They are the data. So this is the stem, and these are the next numbers, like that. 4 number question is related to variance and standard deviations. for the data A and data B. For data A, as you have seen, actually this is taken from one of our class. For the first set of data, mean and median standard deviation is written here. So for data B, data set B, you have to find out the variance first. For data B, find out the mean and standard deviation, then find out mean and standard deviation from the data. So first of all, you will have to find out the data from the B. That means 14 comes one time, then 15, 15, 15, 15, 3 times. 15 comes 3 times. 16 comes 3 times. Then 17 comes once. So first you will need to find out the data, then find out their mean, then actually find out the variance, standard deviations, etc., etc. Then compare the distribution in terms of their mean and standard deviations, like which one is better, which one is lower. That kind of analysis you can use here. Okay. So this is the thing that you will do about this question. Symmetric and skewed graphs. So two graphs are given here, which find out which of this color represent mean, median, and mode. So there are three colors here, As you can see, this is actually symmetric, this is skewed. So you'll have to find out for like symmetric data where the mean, median, mode stays. For the skewed data, what happens, like that. In the above figure A and B, which figure is skewed and why? I think you already can see that which figure is skewed, and then you can just explain it in terms of mean, median, mode. And for this data, C number question, which one is symmetric, which one is skewed, you will have to differentiate and what type of skewness they have, like left is skewed or right is skewed, that kind of thing for C number. For a 6 number question, the following histogram represent the score of students in a homework out of 10. Homeworks are out of 10, so out of 10, like how many people? 4 got 1 people, 5 got 1 people, and 6. These are the score in this side. 6 got 1, 2, 3. 3 people got 6. This way, and one of this calculation is written here. On the vertical axis, each line represents 1 student. So this line represents 1 student. For example, in histogram 1, this is the histogram 1, there are 6 students who scored 7. So these are the score. 7 is scored by 6 students. So you will see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There are 6 boxes here. So this is an example of the data. 2 histograms are given so that you will need to compare in the question. Find out the individual score for the histogram 2. So individual scores like 6 got how many people? 1 people, like 6, so 6 only. Then 7 got how many people? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 people got 7. So 6, 7, 7, 7, 7. 7 got 4 people. 4. Then 8. 8 is 3 people, as you can see here. That means 8, 8, 8, like this way. Individual score. Find out the mode for the histogram 1 and 2. Alternative question can be like find out the mean from the histogram 1 and 2 or median from the histogram 1 and 2. For all of them, you will need to find out just the data, or you can use the graph also, both of the way. For example, mode we can easily see, model class we can easily see from the data. So this way it can help. Compare the histogram data. Just if you we can find out the data just simply. Then we can work on their mean, median, mode, and then the data distribution. Which one is, if there is any symmetric data, if the data are little bit skewed, or which data set shows median based answers, which data set shows the not good answers, good scores, like that. You should compare. Like you can use this symmetry, mean, median, mode, this kind of words in your comparison. You can say like, okay, this graph is little bit symmetric, or this graph is not symmetric, this data set is not symmetric, like that. And this data set has this mean compared to this one, another one has this mean, like that. So for both of them, basically you will have to find out mean, median, mode, so that you can analyze it. Okay. In one case, I thought that we will give 3 histograms then compare it, but it seemed a little bit extra. Then we have the dot plot. So statistics are used to compare and sometimes identify the authors. Like these are the word counts. The following dot plots shows a simple random sample that compares the later later counts for two authors, Devi and Mary. So their word count is this given. These are given from this random sample. So find out the data sets for the Mary's later count. So Mary's later count like 2. So 2 later how many times? 1 time. 3 later how many times? 2 times, like that. 4 later how many times? 1, 2, 3 times 4 later, like this. 4 later number how many words how many time came, like that. 6 later word how many time came? 1, 2, 3, this way. So you have to find out the Mary's later count, then calculate mean for each. So this one and that one. First you find out the data from this diagram, then find out the mean. Then another question can be like find median or mode from this data set. Then then comparison, discuss about the mean and median. In addition, you can connect with their symmetrical distribution. Okay, if there is any symmetrical or asymmetrical, this kind of discussion we can talk about them. We can write about them. For box plot also similar kind of situation. Box plot is given, the plotting is given, so you will not have to plot it anymore. From the above box plot, find out the median and range. So median already you can see. This is the median. So median will be like 13 here, and range is this is the lowest, this is the highest. So just find out the difference between highest and lowest, that is the range. And 2 box plot is given. Actually we discussed this question in our class last time. Which test is better, you have to find out first. Before we compare which test is better, you will have to find out the quartile 1 for both test 1 and test 2. So quartile 1 for test 2 is 6, and quartile 1 for test 2 is 9. So like this. So you can just count it, then it should be fine. Then compare it like which test is better, and definitely test 2 is better. We can see most of the score is after 9 here. So most of the students are scoring a little bit better in the test 2. So this way we can differentiate it, we can compare it, we can say that. And that's all. Actually that's all for our revision for the quiz, for this quiz 4. Most of all the topics are from a couple of things that we discussed from our within our last 4 classes. So yeah, or 4 lectures here. So yeah, best of luck for the quiz and everything. Try to solve them. We can discuss it. We already have 1 more class, so that's the good news. We can discuss it during the class. We can discuss it from different angles. If you have question, if we can discuss it, if you can solve this earlier, this is better. And as usual, we will post it as a homework also, as a practice work also. So all that will run as usual. All right. So thank you all. Thank you very much, and best of luck for this quiz. If you have more questions or other things, we can discuss it during the class. Thank you all. Thank you very much, everyone. Bye.